My brother said no one would ever date me, so he cried when I got engaged before him. Growing up, Julian was the golden one, the one who walked into a room and made everyone feel like furniture. Mom used to ruffle my hair and say, "At least you're the reliable one, buddy." Like being reliable was a participation trophy for not being loved the way he was. Julian dated constantly, and he'd bring the girls to Sunday dinner just to watch me go quiet. "Maybe you could introduce your brother to one of them," Mom would say hopefully. "They've got standards, Mom." He'd laugh, that easy laugh that never cost him anything. By 26, I'd mostly stopped coming to family dinners. I was building my career as a civil engineer, traveling for jobs, actually living. Then I met Nora at a construction site in Denver. She was the project manager, sharp and steady, the kind of quiet certainty that made a room full of loud men shut up and listen. 6 months in, she proposed. Down on one knee on a job site at sunrise, hard hat still on. Exactly us. I called my parents. Silence. Then Mom said, "Are you sure she's serious?" "Women don't usually." She trailed off, but I heard it loud and clear. "Women don't usually choose you." I hung up. Julian called 10 minutes later. "Congratulations," he said, voice tight. "I'm really happy for you." He wasn't. I could hear him crying after he thought he'd muted the phone. At our engagement party, Julian tapped his glass, announced he had news of his own, and proposed to his latest girlfriend, Camille. My night became his night in 10 seconds. Mom pulled me aside. "Don't make a big fuss about the wedding," she whispered. "Your brother's having a hard time." 2 weeks before my wedding, Julian called at 2 a.m., sobbing. Camille had cheated. "Maybe we could push your wedding back," he said. "Just a month or two, until I feel like myself again." I laughed. Actually laughed. No. He showed up anyway, and cornered Nora near the bar during the reception. My cousin Tessa appeared beside me. "He's telling her you've always been jealous of him," she whispered, "that you're only marrying her to prove you can." When Nora reached me, she kissed my jaw. "Your brother just tried to convince me you're marrying me out of spite," she said, smiling. I told him that was impossible, because spite doesn't look at someone the way you look at me. We left early for our honeymoon. 3 days into Greece, my phone exploded. Julian had posted that he was engaged to Camille, the same Camille who cheated. All soft focus photos and captions about second chances. Then Tessa sent a screenshot of a comment on the post. "She's still married to me. Our divorce won't be final for 6 months." He'd been so desperate to one-up me, he'd gotten engaged to a married woman. But it got worse. When I got home, there was an email from Marcus, Nora's assistant. "Your brother Julian has been messaging Nora since before your engagement," it read. At first harmless, then strange, and they didn't stop after the wedding. I have screenshots, 47 of them. The first was dated 2 weeks after Nora and I started dating, before I'd even told my family her name. Then a string of him trying to set up a meeting, Nora declining each time. Then, 3 days before the wedding, the tone shifted. "I can't stop thinking about you. I know it's wrong, but I think I'm in love with you." Nora had answered, "We've never met, Julian. I'm marrying your brother in 3 days. Don't contact me again." The last, sent the day before, after she'd blocked him everywhere but her public work email. "He's not who you think he is. He's using you to get back at me. Our whole lives he's been jealous of me. This is just another way to win." Nora came out of the shower and I showed her all 47. "I blocked him months ago," she said. "I didn't tell you because he was clearly trying to cause problems, and I wasn't going to give him the satisfaction." "This is insane. This is your brother. What do you want to do?" she asked. I could confront him, scream, show our parents, but that's exactly what he wanted. Drama, attention, proof that I cared enough to react. "Nothing," I said. "We finish our honeymoon, go home, and live without him in our lives." She nodded. I liked that plan. It was perfect, until we came home. The first sign something was wrong was our front door. Unlocked. We lived in a secure building with a doorman, and we always locked the door. Nora pushed it open slowly. Our apartment had been torn apart. Not robbed. Torn apart. Drawers dumped, couch cushions slashed, wedding photos ripped from their frames and scattered across the floor. On the bedroom mirror, in thick red marker, someone had written, "You don't deserve her." I called the police. No sign of forced entry. The doorman swore no one had come up except a maintenance crew, but the maintenance company had no record of any scheduled work. Whoever did this had a key. Only 3 people had a key to our place. Me, Nora, and my mother. Click here to watch part 2 of the story.